Yeah, people, welcome back to FRD TV. This is the new podcast setup. Let us know in the comments if you like the new look. I mean, a lot of work went into this. We took a break for a long time, so this is what I was working on this whole time, and a few other things. But this is pretty much predominantly, how I wanted to present it. So just let me know in the comments if you like what it is. As always, I'm Dre,
JJ.
And Mac.
and we are FRD TV. That's it. So, what are we talking about today?
Oh man, so much things have happened since you guys last seen us, but
Mm-hmm.
I would say let's hit on this first thing. I just drew a blank.
Okay, so all right.
I just drew a crazy blank.
Let me start off by saying. So I'm gonna ask both of you guys. Do you think people in relationships love each other anymore, or they're mostly there for the opportunity, or for what they can get from the other person? Like male or female, it doesn't matter. I'm not trying to throw any one gender under the bus type shit.
That's a good question.
Very good question.
You answer that.
Me?
Yeah, you.
I think nowadays it is more of a appearance kind of thing, or like a opportunity kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Is there still true love out there in relationships that are lasting and full of actual love? Sure. But I think because of how easy it is for people to move on to the next, both men and women, move on to the next person that they think or they don't really know that much about to see exactly how they are. This looks good on the outside. Sure, this is somebody that I connect with, or somebody that doesn't give me problems, or somebody that doesn't, yell at me or argue with me, or whatever the case may be. We have a good time and we're together. I'm going to leave this one over here and I'm going to go talk to this one. Or it's always just easier to give up instead of actually working towards issues or whatever the case may be. So I think it's more opportunity.
And I'm gonna say this. I know all y'all women out there have a side dude. Or if y'all don't have a side dude, y'all got somebody lined up.
All men have at least 4 side chicks.
They got a work husband.
Yeah, they definitely got it. All women have a work husband. Also,
y'all don't have work moms
y'all
and
also,
work wives?
Nah,
you're bugging.
Y'all lying.
I don't.
All y'all women out there have that one dude. If something goes wrong, y'all can pick up the phone and call him, and he gonna be right there. That's true. But to answer your question, Dre, I don't know. I'm split because I still see a lot of people that are in real love that have been together for a long period of time and they show each other that. But then there's this new era of relationships where, again, like JJ just said, people are, as soon as something go wrong, all right, cool, I'm outside. They're not working through anything. They're not, and it's so much easier to do that now because of social media, and that's what the reality TV things are showing you now. Anyway, like they're just outside. I mean, if you even look at the situations that's happening now, Natalie Nunn and them, like all the stuff like that is crazy. It's like, these people out here just doing whatever. But I still do believe in true love. I feel like everybody should work it out, especially if you have 7 kids. By one person. Definitely work it out. Because if you have a man and then get 7 pitney and you want to leave him, no other man gonna really want to pick you up.
What's y'all take on that? So let's say this woman, right?
That's a good segue, even though I didn't get
answer that question. Sorry. We'll circle back. So as men, right? Let's say, you're out and you see this fine woman, something pulls you to her and, y'all get to talking. There's good chemistry. There's a good vibe. Later on, maybe, a week into dating or courting or whatever you guys want to call it, she's like, yeah, I just want to be upfront. I have 7 kids. How do you feel about that?
Well, first of all, I'm not going to talk to her no more because she waited a week to tell me that she had 7 kids. That's the big problem. You should have told me that on day one.
But see,
no, you're holding it from me. That's a problem because I'm gonna still like you if you have 7 kids. I've dated women that had 6 kids. maybe 7, some probably 8. Who knows? She probably had 10. But nonetheless, tell me straight up,
Like for me
from jump.
personally, it all depends on the type of relationship she's trying to have. If it's just a friends with benefits, or it's just a what's the new name?
Sneaky link.
If it's a sneaky link,
situationship.
yeah, whatever. If it's like that, yeah. Depending if she's got great personality, whatever, yeah, maybe I could do it. But if it's like a relationship to say start a life together, I couldn't do it.
Why?
The reason being, I'm the type of person if I'm dating or talking to somebody to potentially have a relationship with them, more than I'm a guy, so I'm gonna take care of them.
Yep.
And if you like the person, you're gonna also want to like her kids, and that's 7 more mouths to feed. Plus my one child that I already.
So that's 8 kids to feed.
So that's 8 kids, and another thing, I also want more kids. So meeting a female with 7 kids, more than likely she's gonna tell you she don't want any more kids.
Yeah. I mean,
more than likely, I'm not
put it.
But then again,
then
again, I'm not the type of person who would want to go get somebody that already has 7 kids pregnant.
It's crazy, but
that's crazy.
Listen,
so put it this way. So I have a son. She has 7, so that's 8. So that's already 10 people in the household.
So what?
Because if I go get her pregnant, that's 11.
Yeah, but
and that's 11 mouths for me to feed.
Right.
Not saying she's not gonna help to take, but a lot of these females nowadays still are looking for a traditional man that's gonna take care of everything. So, can you imagine me taking on 8 more people?
Yeah, that'll be crazy.
Hell, nah.
I mean,
I'm sorry to say, and I saw the video. She's a beautiful woman.
Yeah,
but
she is. She better stay with that man.
Stayed with your baby.
You stay with that man. Stay with him.
He fathered those 7 kids. You should have stayed.
But what if she didn't stay for domestic type of problems? She couldn't have stayed.
Because we don't really know.
We don't know the backstory. We don't know the backstory.
What happened? But I'm just saying. Because when they asked her the question and she said it was, I was kind of proud to know.
Yeah, it was one man for 7 kids.
But most of the time, it's never that. It's rare, you know what I mean? But at the same time, it's like she's in a tight spot, bro. Like not a lot of guys are gonna.
Nah, and listen, perfect example, right? Me, I have 0 children. So imagine now me pick up woman and she have 7 kids. Imagine if I didn't know how to raise children. How is that gonna work? Where is the structure gonna come from in the household?
You got a great point too, because look at this. A lot of females too do not allow the guy in their life to put discipline.
Yeah.
So can you imagine you have 7 kids running around the house? You're trying to work, or whatever, or you're trying to watch the game, and you literally can't put your foot down and say, "Yo, guys, chill out."
Stop running in here.
You know what I mean? Like,
shut up.
Yeah,
you're not my dad.
The Kanker sisters is gonna be out.
You're getting that from 7 different mouths,
That's
like
facts.
telling you, like,
that's crazy.
Don't talk to me.
No.
My mom said don't talk. Nah.
That ain't gonna work. Real talk. I just couldn't see myself doing it because, again, I'm a structured person, right? I would want to create structure. If me and this woman are together and I'm creating some type of structure in the house, I want the kids to do a certain thing. All right. Before me, they were going to bed whenever, right? Because they have school. I'm around now. I need kids to be in bed by 9:30 because that's how we create the right structure. They're eating right. They're sleeping right. You know, she might disagree. And then here comes the father who might feel some type of way that another man. Man, listen, it's rough. Don't get me wrong. There's people out there that do it. And I hats off to them. And I mean, I can't say it would never happen with me. It most likely will because, everybody got kids nowadays. Okay, ladies.
And do.
Everyone of Pitney.
Well, you know what's weird about this situation? You're going to have people in the comments saying what we're saying is crazy.
Invalid, yeah.
It's kind of like nowadays men have no choice. Because you will have females like that lady, I'm not saying her, but that will have 7 kids and will tell you right off the bat she don't need a guy that has kids.
Right. That's very
No.
true. That is so crazy.
And nobody will
Say
will
anything about it, yeah.
about her making that choice.
Yeah.
But a guy says,
He doesn't want.
I'm
Yeah.
not dating somebody with, like me personally, like this is my personal opinion. The most, and this is a hard one, the most kids I would deal with, like a female with, is 2. The most, because as I said, I want more kids.
Yeah.
So if I start a relationship with somebody, it's towards that end of me and this person having kids. So 1 is okay. 2 is the
Maximum.
maximum.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Because
I agree with you there.
Call me shallow, but
it's not shallow.
No, that's
It's
your
like-
opinion.
no.
That's what
it's
you want.
kind of like,
for me,
put it
I'm
this
not
way,
dating
it's
anybody
kinda
with
like-
kids.
it's kind of like you make a certain amount of money for the year, right? And say for instance, I make $100,000 for the year, but I go out and I go get a Ferrari.
Yeah.
It's way out of my league.
Yeah.
If it breaks down, how am I going to fix it?
Can't.
$100,000 a
You
year
can't.
salary. I can't. So it's kind of the same thing. Like a lady, I know what my spending power is. So me taking on somebody with more than 2 kids, and I already have 1 kid, and I want more. I don't see it working.
Tax time gonna be lit.
But for who though?
She better give me. If I'm taking care of them kids, she better give me 2 of them. Put on my taxes.
How many
2,
women
you
do you
gotta
think
split
are
it like
willing?
half.
Yeah, better give me
At
2
least 4.
pitney for the taxes them. Okay, the
least
father
4.
can get 1, you can get the rest. We want 2 pitney. If you have 7, but then again, we can make it all work. Just a couple for him, couple for you, couple for me. Perfectly fine. Me want tax time lit. Okay, it's up. But still, I'm not doing it. 7 is too much. I'm okay with 2. 2 is fine. You get what I'm saying? And for me, 2 is also still too much. But I can make it work. If me love
For me,
it.
I'm not.
The only way I'll go over 2 is if they're fully grown and they don't need much care. Like say 16 and
16 and up. Yeah.
where they're like pretty much almost out the house type. You know what I mean? Either going to college or going to get a job and getting their own place, stuff like that. But if it's like anywhere between below 16, I'm not going.
Listen, where them 40-year-old cougars at? You know what I mean?
I'm
yeah,
not
them
going
kids be
past
grown
it.
already. They out the
That's
crib.
too
You
much.
still want to have one? I got you, baby. What's up?
It sucks for her because she's in her 30s with 7 kids, and she's just gonna have to just make her mind up to just.
How old was she? Like what? 30,
36,
36, 35, 36?
something like that.
So
Yeah,
do
that's
y'all
not-
think
and
that
she's
she
still
will
at a good
actually
age, too.
find love again? Like, do you think she would get married again? Do you think that you guys as men?
It's not
possible.
It's possible, but
Yeah.
I'm saying, if like my advice to her is, do not get her hopes up.
Yeah.
Just have fun, be safe.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Be respectful to yourself and also to your kids. If she wants to just go have fun, she just keep it out the house.
You know what? This is
You
what
know
I.
mean?
This is
Do
what I
not
think.
bring
Different
multiple
people
around
around.
your kids. Like
This-
try to find a workaround. Get
Right.
babysitters, have family help,
Yeah.
or whatever.
This is
You
what
know
I'm.
I mean?
This
'Cause
is what I'm
she's-
thinking.
She's young, so
Right.
she's gonna need love.
This is
but
what I'm thinking. I feel like
to
when the
find,
kids
like a lifelong
partner, yeah, I feel like when the kids get to a certain age, again, let's say these kids, her last child is 14, 16, and 18. That's when she should really. Right now, she should be taking some time since she's not with the guy that gave her 7 kids or whatnot. She should take this time for herself to, enjoy the world, or just to find herself again, because that's very important as well too.
True.
And a lot of people might disagree with this, but I don't think they should. Once you're finding yourself, you have your little bit of fun. You know exactly what you will accept and not accept. So again, when those kids get a little bit older, then you can go settle down. You might be, given another like 7 to 10 years, right? Now you 45, right around there. Because she's 35, 36, right?
Yeah.
45-ish, right around there. She can go find somebody that she can be with for the rest of her life. They don't have to worry about any children needing anything like immediate
So it
care.
still goes back to what I
You
was
said,
saying
yeah.
about
It makes
depends on
sense
the
too.
age of the kids.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it
Because
makes
as
sense.
I said, there's no way that she could be fair to her partner by thinking this person that's gonna be coming into her life she's gonna leave it up to that person to take care of her and 7 kids.
Yeah,
That's a lot.
we can't do that.
Can you imagine the grocery bill for that house?
I can't.
Mm-mm.
Yo,
I can't even afford the grocery bill for myself right now.
and that's just one bill.
That's it.
First and foremost, she got
Mm-mm.
7 kids.
That's water, electricity,
Even a
clothes
7-seater
shopping.
vehicle
Ain't gonna hold
is
all
still
of it.
not enough.
I'm just saying, you gotta take 2 cars, or you gotta buy a bus. But nonetheless, a Sprinter van.
Even a minivan isn't
Listen.
enough for that family.
It's a no for me.
All I'm
That's-
saying is, listen, I'll be a sugar baby. You know, all the sugar mamas, holla at me. You can find my information right over here. All right, Instagram. Nonetheless, but yeah, I can't do it, and it would just 7's too much. 2 might be too much, but nonetheless, you know, I want to have kids too. I want to have a lot. I want to have 7, and then I'm out.
I ever since I was younger, I always told myself, like, even when, you know what I mean, like when the question would come up, I would say 4 the most, 2 the least. Because like you got to think smart. Like a lot of guys would brag about how many kids they have.
That's
but
crazy.
How many of them do you take care of?
Yeah, that's not a
You know
problem.
what I mean, like I want to be able to remember all my kids' names, all their ages, their birthdays. I don't want to be like, what, you know what I mean? You like somebody told me a story when I was younger. Like this guy, he had so many kids. Like when the kids would come to see me, he would be like, "Who's your mom again?" Like, you know what I mean? He didn't remember them. There were so many.
Now who's your mom?
Like for real.
Yeah,
Nah,
there were
That's
so many.
That's
That
tough.
can't work.
That's tough.
Because remember back in, like, I don't know if how many guys in our generation have that many kids, but back in the day, guys were fathering 20, 30 plus kids or more.
Can't do that.
You know what I mean? There's a guy in Bob Marley's band. They call him Family Man. He has, I think, over 20 some kids. That they
like,
that
how do
they
you
know
take
of.
care of all of those kids? Like, how
That's
do you?
but that's what I'm saying.
Like,
They
how do
don't.
you as a man feel that you have 20 plus, 10 plus kids, and
They-
you know half,
Janae,
or
they
you only
don't.
take it?
'Cause
That's so
look at
insane.
it this way. If you have 2 kids, 2 different baby mamas, you got to take it, and you don't live with either of them. You got to take care of yourself, your own bills, and everything. Plus, you got to take care of those 2 kids, and it's when you could say, give one of those baby mamas say $300 or $200 or whatever, and she could make it work. You can't split that $200 in 2 because she's gonna be.
It's not gonna work.
You can't give
It's
her
not enough
$100, bro. Like,
So
that's
then
not
why
really
do
getting-
you
these
get what I'm
men
saying? So
continue
and
to
that's
have
just 2 kids.
right? So then why do these men continue to have multiple
Because
kids? And
the
then
way the world is set up,
So
the kids are always gonna be with their mom.
watch this. I got something
I
for
can
you.
guarantee you.
I got.
If it was the other way around, well, then again,
Look, no.
the
Before
women.
before you go into that,
She ended up with 7 kids.
listen. Before you go into that, right? Before you go into
I'm
that.
not- yeah.
Now look, see, I'm okay with being everybody bashing me and carry rotted box cover. I'm okay with everybody bashing me and carrying on and whatnot, right? Because what I'm about to say right now,
Whew,
let's
here we
shake
go.
the ground a little bit, right? Ladies, you had these kids. You lady and man both get together and know exactly what they were doing, correct? Yes? Mm-hmm. Man,
I'm following.
man, right? And woman. And then after that, woman say, you know what? Baby, I forgot coming out of the world. That was her choice.
So
This is rough. And I'm only saying this, and I'm a disclaimer. Again, she chose to have that child with said man, and man said that he's going to take care of child, and man don't take care of child. But if you see this pattern continuing to happen, right, now you're on your third kid and it happens again. Now you go to the fourth kid and it's happening again. Why do you continue to allow this man
or
to take
or multiple men,
right, or multiple men to take that? You can't believe everybody. And again, I don't know everybody else's situation. I can't speak for everybody, but if you're having these children, right? Like family man, I put him out there, I make family and family and family. You gotta believe in everything that this man is saying, knowing that this man already have a much pitney, right? So this is very important. It's a great conversation to have, and I know I'm gonna hear a lot about it. But again, y'all can find me over here, one of the two, on Instagram. No problem. I'll have a conversation with you anytime.
But I'm gonna segue into another topic, right? Which is gonna be a little bit more controversial than what you just said, but it's similar.
Yeah.
So me and my mom was having a conversation the other day. I don't know where it came from,
Big
but
up
I know
moment.
of somebody that's in that similar situation. I think that's where it came from. So Silk Boss has been in the news for a while now because he kind of had two females have babies for him pretty much in the same time frame.
One Silk Boss.
Which one of the girls is the girl that he lives with, Bree, right? The other girl came on social media, outed it that she's pregnant for, because he's an artist, so she's pregnant for him. It's his child or whatever. So he went on a rant and said when he found out she was pregnant, it was in the phase where she could have gotten rid of it, and he told her to get rid of it. I don't know if he said he paid for it or whatever, but I'm not going to say something I'm not sure about.
Right.
He said he didn't want the child, and she knew he didn't want the child, but she went ahead and carried the baby against his wishes.
Right.
So now she's trying to force him to take care of said child.
Right.
So my question is, and me and my mom had a big back and forth,
right?
Because she was more on the topic of abortion is wrong, and this I'm like trying to say, Mom, like the world that we're living in, people see things differently. That's not the question I'm asking. I'm just saying, and I'm gonna put the question to you guys and whoever is watching and whoever wants to sound off in the comments. So if two people get together having sex, whether protected or unprotected, the female gets pregnant, she says to the guy, I'm pregnant. What do you want to do? If he says to her, in this world that we're living in right now, and says, I am not ready for a child, I'm willing to take you to the clinic, I'll pay for it, I want you to get rid of it. She says no, whether it's because she don't believe in abortion or she really wants a child, and she goes ahead with it knowing the father told her he's not ready, he doesn't want a child. When she brings that child into this world, should she still be able to go at him for child support or go at him for any kind of support, whether it be emotional, financial, whatever? Should she be able to still do that?
Me first?
Yeah.
You first.
I want you to answer first.
Okay, fine. So first of all,
You being a female.
I think personally, once you do the deed and deeds are being done, that should already be a conversation. Hey, we're having fun, if this were to happen or if this conversation comes up or whatever, how do we go about this? Are we at a point in our lives where we can co-parent separately, whatever?
Stick a pin right there. Perfect answer.
Sticking a pin.
Let's put this in there. Let's throw this in there.
So
So we have said conversation, and I say I'm not ready for a child. So we're gonna protect ourselves. We're using condoms, whatever. The condom breaks. You take the morning after pill.
Didn't work.
Or you're on birth control yourself, but for some odd reason, which can happen, you get pregnant. But maybe you're from a Christian household, you were brought up with morals or whatever. I'm not trying to say whoever does abortion don't have morals. Don't come at me. All right.
These
Disclaimer.
views.
That's a whole nother
Disclaimer.
conversation. And it happens. So let's go from there.
Okay, so from there, if this man already told me he doesn't want a kid, and whatever I believe when it comes to abortion, whether it be Christianity, religion, any other religion, or my own morals or upbringing or whatever the case may be, if whatever the reason is, if I go forward with that pregnancy and bring that kid into the world, I have to expect and I have to have the mindset and have that livelihood that it's on me. It shouldn't be his responsibility or his, and I'm probably going to get bashed for it, but it shouldn't be on him because he already told me what it was. He told me, hey, if you get pregnant, if you have a kid, whatever the case may be, I'm out. Like, I'm walking away. So me having that choice, would it be a messed up situation? Sure, absolutely.
Sure it is.
But knowing all information at hand and knowing that he don't want to be a part of it, whatever, I want a kid. I want this baby. I'm going to have this baby. It's on me. I have to plan to make the necessary income, the necessary household, the necessary education.
And let me go ahead and drop this in there while we're talking about it, right?
Dun, dun, dun.
So a lot of women have these options when they do have a child. There is so much funding out there. There's so many programs. There's so much things that they provide to women with children. But you want to know something crazy? A lot of men don't get those same things if they decide to take care of that kid by themselves. But we can talk about that. That's a whole nother conversation.
It's very limited,
right.
very unheard of, and just very hard.
And exactly what I'm saying.
Options.
There are options, but there are more options, and there are more. There's more help for women with single mothers overall. You get where I'm coming from?
Because statistically, women are the ones that end up taking the kid.
It shouldn't matter if a woman have the baby, right, and decide to give the baby to the man and then she cut and leave, right, or said woman dies during birth and man have to take care of Pitney, correct? The same options and the same help should be there for those men as well. We don't talk about this type of stuff enough where it should be equal. Let me not say equal. There should be enough opportunity for the single fathers and should be enough opportunities for single mothers. Okay, it should be a nice balance. I'm not gonna say it's equal because yes, things become harder when you're looking at the pay scale of women being paid way less than men and all of this good stuff, because that is a thing. Okay, so we're not gonna get away from that. But at the end of the day, if I want woman to have sex and baby come, and me tell her ahead of time, say me no want to have baby, and she decide to do that, listen, I'm not gonna say it's gonna be a forever thing that I don't want to take care of that child, but at first, if I didn't want the kid and you have the kid, it's gonna be tough. But I'm still gonna step up.
I've seen conversations like this, and a lot of people come with this stupid comment as if, if you know you didn't want a kid, why were you having sex? And I'm like, first and foremost,
you have sex all the time.
Human beings don't have sex just to procreate. Sex is mostly for fun. Like, it should be for procreation, but we found some way to enjoy it.
I mean, also,
and enjoy it we do.
And also, if you really think about it, and you want to go back to biblical times, right? The men were having wives and concubines, so you thought they were just all having children? No, what do you have a concubine for? Them have concubine because they ever have sex. That's it.
Oldest, the legend has it.
Shout out to legend.
Oldest occupation in the world is what?
Oh, a sex worker. Simple. That's been a thing.
Were they selling sex to have babies?
No. Of course. Listen, all I'm saying is this, yet again, regardless of whatever, if sex is happening and both parties don't agree on whatever it is, there's consequences, okay? If you decide to have that baby, ladies, by yourself, you're having that baby by yourself, the man might not step up, because so you have some men that aren't ready to have kids, and then you have that child, and then 5 years later he comes down and he wants to be a part of that kid's life. You shouldn't deny him to be a part of that kid's life.
It's wild, but no.
No, that's the thing, because guess what? 5 years down the line, you could
I
really
think-
be
I
hurting
think-
and
I
need
think,
somebody to help and push you and pick you up. And there goes that man that helped you have that
So
child.
what y'all are saying, just to be clear, or just for purposes.
Now, I ain't trying to be politically correct either. I'm being straight.
So if a woman that y'all were dealing with, oh shoot, you had sex today, and then 2 days next week, whatever. Oh, I'm late, and you guys didn't have the conversation.
Late for what, work?
Late for the monthly thing.
Because I'd ask, why are you late for work? What happened? You ain't setting an alarm?
Late for the monthly thing.
Yeah, I finna ain't setting an alarm, because what?
Late for the monthly thing. And there was no conversation about, I don't want kids, I do want kids. If I don't want a kid with you, I do want a kid with you. If a woman that you're dealing with says, hey, I'm pregnant, I'm late, what would y'all do?
Like me personally,
right now.
At this point in my life, I'm not telling her to get rid of it. It is what it is. I know. I knew what what could have happened. You know what I mean? So I'm ready for it. You know, but as I pretty much. But at the same time, even though I'm a father and I love kids, I still would have to be on the male side if he had that conversation. He said here, because the thing is, there are options on the table. It's not like there aren't. There are options on the table because she found out in due time. Because after a certain point, it's a dub.
That baby coming. That baby coming.
That baby coming.
You're gonna be a baby killer.
So if
don't do that,
it happens in due time and the options are there, and because the thing, a lot of people are gonna also say, well, it's her body, her choice. True. But it's also her responsibility if she decides to
go forward with it.
Yeah, because she already knows that the guy is not interested in having kids at this time.
Wait, this was if no conversation was had.
I know.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
And I answered that part. I said, I'm good to go. It is what it is.
Okay.
Well, I'll tell you.
I'm in it for the long haul.
I'll tell you what.
Even if said female is not per se somebody I was saying I was gonna say have a relationship with. We still may not have a relationship, but I'm gonna be in that kid's life. I'm gonna be that kid's father. I'm gonna be a dad to this child. You know what I mean? Nothing has changed. And who knows? Sometimes a kid coming in the picture can also change your perspective about a person.
True.
You maybe see something in them that you've never seen before. You know what I mean? It could be, say, it could be a girl where you know right off the bat that you may not be the only person she's seeing. You knew that out the gate. You're just having fun.
We know enough girl like that still.
You know what I mean? It was just a fun thing. Like she would hit me up or I would hit her up and we would have fun, whatever.
You go to the house and when you leave, another man coming up, but you ain't know that. But
whatever it is. But
we know some people like that.
Sorry.
Based on the timeline, she says, "I'm late." As what in Janae's words.
I'm late.
And you're like, oh,
must be for work again.
And you knew you shot the club up. Whether on purpose or the condom, bro.
What Big Sexy say? Bow, 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 bow.
So you kind of like know that, okay, there's a possibility that it's me. You do your due diligence, follow up with the appointments. If you got the money, you can take that DNA test before the child is even born. Or if you don't have that kind of money, you can wait. Because in that case, I would make sure Find out if it's mine.
That's the thing.
Before I sign that paper.
Listen to me. That's a thing. You see what you're saying right now? What y'all said right now? That's a thing. Do you realize how many women get offended by a man asking for a DNA test? And that is extremely important because we have all of these children that turn 40. We've had these conversations on the show before. All right? Kids turning 20, between 20 and 40, then finding out that man is not your father. Okay, and that's terrible because that's again, again, we're talking about these responsibilities, right?
Accountability,
right? And then the woman's gonna be like, "I didn't know." No, we don't want to hear none of that. You should have known. Take that and don't get upset about the DNA test.
The weirdest thing with that part is when those conversations come up, there's no female that wants to be accountable for.
I feel like if
something like that. I think they find fun in it. Because I've never really seen, like when I've seen these conversations come up on social media and in the comments, there's mostly females sounding off. And there's hardly ever one female in there to say, oh, she should have known this or she should have did that. They're always on the female side. When a female, whether knowing or unknowingly, gives the child to the wrong father. It's like, it's a thing. Especially in the Jamaican community. That's just crazy.
Man, I wear jacket to them. Enough, man.
I think as a woman, if you know for a fact, ladies, take accountability. If you know for a fact you're sleeping around with multiple men unprotected or even protected, because condoms do break, like you said. If a man is like, well, I'm not sure, I don't know the timeline, the math ain't mathin', let's do a DNA test, you shouldn't feel offended by that.
Oh, so you feel like I don't know that it's you and blah, 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 blah. I was only sleeping with you. But first of all, you could have told me that you was only sleeping with me. Just knowing that you've been out here, you did sleep with Matt, Rat, Bat, and Cat. And then you have baby and nobody knows who the baby is. So you tell me what's going on. You have to tell. Like it should be a thing. You shouldn't get upset.
Yeah,
and regardless of whatever, even if you're dealing, because some men are just relationships overall. Like some people don't know.
Look at this, because as I said, we've had this conversation, and I'm gonna pin the link to that conversation about this, where my argument was, I think DNA testing should be mandatory. Pretty much how they would check the baby to make sure the baby is healthy and the baby is okay to go home with their family. This should be one of the first things before the father signs that birth paper. Because I don't know how many of you guys know. I don't know if the law has changed. But whoever signs that birth paper,
that's who's responsible for the baby until they're 18 years old.
Yep. Because even if you found, I think you'd have to have a strong lawyer to get out of that. Even if you sign that paper,
it's a legal document.
The child isn't yours.
Legal document.
She can still
collect child support. Oh yeah, for years and years. You can even go to 21 if the child. You can even go to jail.
Yep.
If you don't pay the child support, which we've seen and we've had these conversations yet again, might not go to jail for pitney that is not his. And then go to court and find out child is not his, and you then did 7 hard years.
Proving that the mother knew that you weren't the father, you're still. They still want you to pay.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. The government always want their money because the government don't really help. Because you wrong. 7 hard years for not paying that child support.
All I was gonna say was I don't know about mandatory. Like if you have doubt, for sure. But like,
what's so hard? What's so wrong with that? See the same thing about accountability. What's so hard in that?
If y'all have doubt, sure, but like
it's just an extra test.
All right, when you go to the doctor, right? You go to the gynecologist, correct? What do they check you for? Don't even answer that. It's mandatory because they do it regardless whether you want them to or not. It's the same thing. So you can't say nothing.
It's not gonna hurt the father.
It's nothing.
It's not gonna hurt the child.
You ain't gonna hurt nobody.
Simple test. My DNA.
But that's the thing. They do check your DNA.
Well, you know why a lot of women would not want to sign off on that, because they know in themselves they weren't having one partner in
Yeah.
to begin
And then again, that there goes the accountability thing that we're talking about, because
Exactly.
they out here running around, telling and living the lie. But it's cool. It is what it is. But nonetheless, right?
I don't know.
Because then
I don't
again,
know
like
about mandatory.
I would
like, I mean, I would be fine with it,
really
but
and
like,
truly wanna.
mandatory. I
I would
don't know.
really and truly want to ask this question, right?
Mm-hmm.
To ladies that have done this, I would really want to know, how do you sleep at nights? How do you feel when you're looking at the man on the other side of that bed,
Knowing that ain't his kid,
you knowing that these kids in the other room
it's not his.
is not his.
After you told him, because
And most of the times they know.
yeah, they be knowing
90% of the times they
99%
know.
of the time.
until they go to the court on that TV show and they be like, the paternity test determined you are not the father,
Like,
right? And then you cry. What are you crying for? You already knew. Don't put the show on. But again, I'm not bashing you, ladies. You guys are all beautiful.
Dramatics.
And if the kid is
I'm
not,
bashing.
if no,
because that's OD.
yeah, that's fine. Look, if the kid is not his, run and cry and hide and all of that good stuff. Keep up the good. It's a good charade.
Especially the ones that get them for the child support.
Yeah, Joe, child support is crazy. You know, there's women out there that will put men on child support even if they take care of their kids.
Yep, because they think they can get more.
Let's talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
And
agree with
the system
that.
allows it too.
And the system allows, because again, all you have to go and say the kid, the separation. Not even people could be
But
living in the
I've
same
seen-
house and be
I've
on child
seen-
support. It's
I've
crazy.
I've seen a lot of women lose out though, because
Mm-hmm.
they think, because a lot of them, they don't know the system and how the metric works. You know what I mean? Because there's actually a formula to it.
I think women who
They
do
just
that.
they just figure, okay, he's making this amount of money, or okay, he if he can give me $400 a week, if I take him to court, maybe I can get 1,000.
I think that's
End up
like
getting
a
$100.
Yeah, because they
controlling-
A month.
realize it's a percentage of what
Mhm.
you make.
I think that's like a controlling, like manipulative, like bitter tactic. Because if your child's father or son's father, daughter's father, whatever the case may be, baby daddy, whatever, is taking care of the kid, what's the point? Like, why go through? First of all, you have to also spend money going to these court hearings,
Legal
and,
fees,
and the
lawyer
legal
fees.
and your lawyer and all that stuff.
When
So
somebody's
it's
petty,
already
you don't
down
care
for
about
you.
it. Yeah.
So that's already a negative. And then 2, you're gonna go back and forth for what? If he's already taking care of the kid, no help, well, I won't say no help, no guidance or whatever. He comes and picks up the kid, he comes and does sports with him, comes and buys clothes, comes and does, if he needs something for school, books, notebooks, he want a game system, whatever. The kid has whatever he wants on that man's own accord. Why take him to court? I think that's like being manipulative or bitter. Like,
It's
you
kinda
have all
like-
this extra money to go out and have fun.
Yeah, it's kind
Court.
of like men do it too in another sense, where they feel like if they can't have the female, she shouldn't get any money from him. It's the same way where it's the same way where if the female can't get the guy anymore, she feels like she should make his life miserable.
I'm glad you said
the
that.
same thing.
Gentlemen, come here. Look forward.
Front and center.
Come here. One hard box. No found the man them out there that them deal with a woman and then can't have the woman anymore. Them feel like them have to try to ruin the woman's life.
Mm-hmm.
One hard box phone, because that's very unnecessary. If you don't want the woman anymore, leave the woman alone. Just take care of your kid. Co-parenting is not hard. It's all about
easy,
communication. It's not that big of a deal to, okay, this weekend, every month we can go over a schedule. This is what I have going on. Send me your schedule. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. If the kid has to go over here this week or that week or go in school, like, it's not hard to just communicate. But again, being hard-headed, being vindictive, being just, you know what I'm saying, hurt. Sometimes you gotta let go of some of that hurt. Like, if you move on,
Mm-hmm.
and do the right thing for your child overall. There's no need for you to war or go back and forth. It's a simple thing. And again, I have a lot of friends that have kids. And I see a lot of stuff that goes on in a household of 2 parents and a household of single parents. Just do the right thing. It's not that hard. And then child support, again, like we're talking about, this is just my view. You're going to put somebody on child support, getting less money. Now the man don't want to take care of his kid, or vice versa. It don't make, not in the sense that he doesn't want to, but he won't give you the money because you're already trying to take it via child support. Now you're getting less. Instead of getting the $500 that you were getting a month or whatnot, whatever it may be, now you're getting $100 a month because that's what you want. And then you're upset. You want to be even more bitter. Now you want to go to this man and drop the kid off at the most inconvenient time, 2:00 in the morning. What are you doing at 2:00 in the morning at the man's house to drop off your kid? Like, is there an emergency? There's no emergency. Oh, because guess what? You think that if you drop off the kid at 2:00 in the morning, the man can't get no other woman. Okay. Lucky do a lot of these women know that there's another woman there that will be very happy to take care of their child. Mm-hmm. Okay. There's a woman out there.
Sometimes that child support kicks in too because she found out that, he's seen somebody else. So, okay, I'm going to make his life miserable.
You going to take her on a date? Nope. Child support first.
That's crazy.
And also, as I said, because we can't be one-sided, on the other side of the coin, you got the dudes.
Yeah, bugging,
who
tripping.
Once they find out that girl has seen somebody else,
or they want to continue trying to sleep with their baby mothers. Mm-hmm. Every time that they go see their kid, you can't do that.
My kid is not in a stable home.
I'm not gonna tell you what to do. I ain't gonna tell you not to get some now. If you want to forget some, you do your thing. But let that lady live her life. If she up to it, don't push it.
Don't use the money to get.
Yeah, don't do that.
Because a lot of them, they do that. They know the female is struggling, so they withhold the money until they can get what they want. And that's corny.
That's mad corny.
Manipulation.
Spell that.
But back to my my initial question about if you feel like because I didn't get the answer, if people love each other.
Oh, if there's true love or if it's
shit. Clearly, there ain't no true love because you can't even have a baby mama, and you don't get put on child support. Because if you love me, you
have a kid without getting a mandatory.
If you love me, you wouldn't put me on child support. See, you're wrong. You gotta go. You need to leave. You need to leave. Nah, but yeah, do you feel like there's true love?
Man, I don't like. I feel like some men still love women. I think majority of the women
that is deep
are not with men for love anymore. Mm-hmm. I don't know if it's me paying too much, and I would even say paying too much attention to social media. I've seen it in real life. Like,
yeah, what do you mean by
that?
What do you mean by that?
You said
a lot of women. Are in love
nowadays for the right
reasons. What are they in love for?
What do you mean by that? What are they in love for?
Because they're not.
So why not? Like, what are they in love for?
You have most of the time. If we should go out.
I agree.
If we should go out in the street right now and do a poll.
Yeah.
And ask some females.
Let's go.
Say.
Just kidding.
First and foremost, this is even a question we've talked about on this show. We've had asked the females, would you date a guy that's working on himself? Like,
we did.
He ain't got
nothing.
I wouldn't even say nothing.
He got a job. He
got a job, but he's working paycheck to paycheck. Like, he's covered under his bills or whatever. But he's ambitious. He's working towards something. Like,
he got a business. He's trying to get off the ground. He's
right there. He's on the cusp of breaking, but. You don't know that. He knows because he knows what he's working
for. If he missed 1 day of work.
Yeah. He knows what's going on, right? Because it's his life. But he meets this beautiful girl and he lays it. I'm not going to say lay it out, but you know what I mean? She ain't stupid. She realizes that, oh, shoot, he's driving a hoopty. He ain't got the nice clothes. He ain't got the best job.
I thought bro was going to say he lays it down. You know what I
mean? He's a nice guy. Majority of females are not going to give him a chance.
Okay, time out. Time out. I remember this, and I run it back. Go find the episode, and I answered based on how that man.
I think
treats
that
the woman.
episode was just me and you.
Oh, it might have been, yeah. Based on how that man treats me, I'm in for it. Like, you can't.
No, I think you was there. Yeah, you was there.
Huh?
Whatever.
I was there.
You know, if I see that he is trying, and I do see that, you know, he's not just a bum, like, you know, trying to do these odd jobs to make it work. He actually is working towards, you know, his own company, or not even just that, but he is working on something that will be very beneficial to him in the long run. Sure, I'm gonna stick it out. But I would say nowadays, most women don't go along for the ride, I'll say, because of social media and what society says nowadays, due to the fact that they feel like, oh, I'm going to help this man get up, and then when he gets up, he's going to leave me, or when he gets up, he's going to find somebody on his level and leave me. So women opt out of that.
Yeah, but the thing with that, though, is...
Not me, I'm just saying women nowadays.
It's a risk you should be willing to take.
Of course.
If you like or love this person. Because a relationship in itself is a risk.
He could be the richest man.
There's a huge potential that you're going to get
cars
hurt.
is a risk.
You know what I mean? It's still a risk. But I can guarantee you they would take that risk quicker if the guy had money.
True. Yeah, because they're going to be financially taken care of. They're going to be able to take trips.
And they would be blinded on his attitude. How he treats them emotionally, how he treats them. Is he a good father to the kids he has prior to her or whatever? Like, a lot of females don't pay attention to none of that if the guy has money. They'll see him. They'll only hear that, oh, I got like 5 kids. They've never seen one of them. They've never heard him on the phone talking to any of them. And they'll never one day say, are your kids okay?
Of course not. The kids are
they
not
don't care.
there,
Once
and
they're
they get
getting
all
that
his attention.
money and all his attention, they don't care.
Man.
So
that one's tough because
that's what lead me to say what I said. Because I've seen it so many times, bro. Like, I've had these conversations. You know how I am. Like, once I get in a circle with females, I'm always gonna ask
those questions. Yeah, it's important. Yeah,
just for
giggles,
for fun sometimes.
Fun, yeah.
Because like I want to know like how females think, and they've never surprised me with their answers because it's always the same answer.
So, devil's advocate, right? So, do you think?
We're not the devil business here.
She's the devil.
Men.
Not
do you think that men nowadays also aren't in relationships for the right reasons, due to the fact that they believe with social media and society, whatever, you know, oh, you know, yeah, I have this woman, but I could have this woman who does this, and this is a benefit. Or I could have fun with this person because we don't argue. I could have fun with this person because we could travel.
What is the benefit, though? Like, what's the benefit?
Yeah, because
the benefit of having multiple women, having that attention, having different options within said woman.
You're asking a total different question.
You're
you're segueing into men having multiple women.
Yeah,
we're not.
You just said
we're not
talking about that.
Women.
What we want to know
partners.
Is just one person. If a man is dealing with
but he
somebody,
said for the opportunity.
That's why I asked you what's the opportunity of a guy getting with a girl? Like,
one woman. Like, what's the because
what are
maybe
the,
I would
to see where you're going, because I saw what direction you were going with, right? So for me, I have to say shout out to the last 2 women that I was with, the last 3, because they ain't need nothing from me. They ain't want no money from me. They wanted to help me build. They were there for me. They held me down. So shout out to y'all, wherever y'all at in the world. Appreciate y'all. Got mad love for y'all, right? They wanted to watch me elevate. They were there because they were doing their own thing, and I did the same. You know, I was there, whatever type of help. I assist, and they assisted me as well. But in the case for other men, I see other men that deal with women for likes. You know what I'm saying? So a man is going to deal with a woman that's less attractive than what he would want because she's buying the PS5 and she's buying the sneakers. But again, for me, I feel like they have that all wrong because at the end of the day, if you're dealing with her for the PS5 and the sneakers, that's a dub. You should be dealing with her for the $500 towards building a business or the $1,000 to invest into something. You get where I'm coming from? So you can build wealth. And then at the end of the day, if you somebody like me, if I did something like that, she gave me 500 or she gave me 1,000, I'm going to give her 1,000 or 2,000 because I don't want her to feel like I needed her money. You get where I'm coming from? You helped me. You loaned me something, even though you gave it to me as a gift, but I'm going to still gift you back double the amount because at the end of the day, in my eyes, I'm going to look at it as you invested in me. True. You get me? Because I don't want you to feel like, don't get me wrong, me still take the sugar mama still in there. You know what I said? No, send me like the sugar mama thing. All right? And you have to look good, but I don't want to fight. All right. Anyway, regardless of whatever, you still have to look at it like that. Like, and then just to flip a coin, let's go on the next side. You have women nowadays, they're not dealing with men because they like them. Nah, they dealing with men because they got bread. If a dude got money, they gonna do it. You gonna hear it. Like, we listen to a lot of things all the time and hear women talk all the time. Because, when we're at the Mac, this is what they talk about. Boy. They not dealing with nobody that ain't got the coins or the coins this. And then he gonna do this, that, and the third. He got a this, that, and the third. Ain't nobody, listen, right. And then they still, and the crazy part is they still got their man, right? Yeah. They still got their man that's right there chilling in the shadows, not doing nothing for them.
Another question though, like, why is it the females that are not in relationships are the ones that require the most of men?
Because they don't know what it's like to be in relationships.
Because the thing is,
it's just that
right
simple.
Off the bat, they're saying, you can't take me on a date and take me to this place or that place. And
first of all,
if you're sending me money for lunch, it should be this amount or that amount.
I like that you said that.
Stick a pin.
I like that you said that. That is important.
I like that he said that. Stick a pin.
Yeah.
So for starters, y'all can take me to Olive Garden, Red Lobster, Chipotle.
Cheesecake Factory too?
Cheesecake Factory because they got the fire calamari and they got the good drinks.
And they got beef. They got beef ribs.
They're gonna kill you in the comments. What are they gonna
y'all can kill me because y'all can take shoot. First of all, I think it's the thought about what happens with dating or relationship.
Do people still go on picnics?
Nah, that's fire.
I would do that. I would definitely do that.
Let's talk about this real quick, right?
I'm getting.
I'm gonna let you finish real quick, right?
I'm gonna let you finish, but
if you hungry, right? Mm-hmm. If you hungry,
I was getting there.
If you hungry, you want to eat. When you in the house, have you ate cereal before?
Yeah.
You ever had cereal?
Yeah.
You ever had oodles and noodles?
Absolutely.
You ever had a bag of chips?
Mm-hmm.
You ever had a peanut butter and jelly?
Even a slice of bread.
Yeah, bread and butter, right?
Eggs.
So
a slice of bread, nothing. Like,
so
yeah.
What's the actual real reason why women won't go to Cheesecake Factory and Olive Garden?
Because
you know what? Go ahead.
Okay, so I'm gonna go right.
Just finish.
I'm gonna answer your question.
Yeah,
because it's the thought.
Think about that
right?
in the meantime, y'all.
It's the thought. You didn't have to. You didn't have to be like, oh, I got some free time in my day. I want to see this person. Let me go ahead and pick them up. Let's go. I only got this amount of time. Let's go to Cheesecake Factory, right? Point in case. You just mentioned the $30, whatever, spending money for lunch. Cool. Y'all seen that video that was going around where the girl was like, or woman was like, tell me if I'm wrong.
She's a girl. She ain't no woman.
Ooh, sorry. The girl said,
damn girl.
Guy DM'd her, said, oh, have you ate, whatever. She was like, yeah, here's my Cashapp, da-da-da-da. He sent $30. And she went on a rant. Oh, that's not enough. I need at least $100. First of all, what are you eating on lunch for $100?
And the most places I know, your lunch break is 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
So what are you going to
buy
for $100?
Between 30 and an hour.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. But look at this. Any of y'all ever been to Chipotle? You know how much you get for $10? $10 and
you get a whole bowl for $9.48.
There you go.
Listen to me. It's the thought that counts. He didn't have to send you $30. He could use that $30 for a haircut. I don't know how much haircuts cost.
$30.
You could get a
Okay.
haircut for
So
Depending
$30,
on-
$30.
gas.
That's a low. That's low too.
That's a
That's
low,
crazy.
that's
Yeah.
low, but
30
you could though.
haircut, gas, their own
That's
lunch,
a fact. I could have put gas in the car for $30.
a t-shirt,
Half, not even
you know,
half
the
a
little
tank. but
wife
still.
beater, something, you know, socks, something, right?
He could do
But-
something for himself.
He decided to send you that $30. Be grateful. First of all, for me, I'm gonna eat Chipotle for what's today, Tuesday? I'm gonna eat Chipotle Wednesday and Thursday. I'm gonna say thank you to that man and I appreciate you because he didn't have to do it. Why is there such? First of all, $30 is
But
way
you
more
know,
than
but
enough.
it-
Why
it-
is there
it
such
still
a
goes back
standard?
To my question,
There's 2 for $25 places.
do
Just saying, but whatever.
it still goes back to my question of why that's one of the reasons why I asked, are still people in relationships for the right reasons, or they love each other, whatever. Because the thing with women nowadays that I realize, and these are not the women that are in relationships, is the ones that are still out there and are gonna be potential girlfriends or wives or whatever, if they ever get to that point, with the way they're acting up or whatever, because they're the ones making all the demands. It's not females who are already in relationships and are demanding this of their man. The ladies in relationships, to me, are perfectly fine. They're okay with however they're being treated. The ones who have a problem is these ones who
The single
can't
ones.
hold down a relationship
Yeah,
and
that's a
they
fact.
don't realize that they're the problem.
This might be
Because
controversial.
they're doing
Maybe a little
they're
bit.
doing the same thing and expecting a different result. And the reason why I say this, so a lot of these women are going after, I wouldn't say go after, they're in these situationships for status. Case in point, you meet a girl, you say you take her out on a date, you know, I mean, if you have the bread to spend, you give her the choice of place or whatever. Where do you want to go? More than likely, said female is going to choose more than likely the most expensive restaurant in that city, wherever she's from, whether she's been there or not, whether she's taken her, whether she's been there with her friends and she paid for her own meal, or how we would do it, where if it's any of us birthday the birthday person doesn't pay.
That's a fact.
We just split the bill between everybody else.
Yeah, I gotta be
That's
better
how-
friends. Yeah, I
that's
gotta
how
be better
we-
friends.
March 17th
Right?
is coming
They've
up.
never done anything like this at an expensive restaurant. Because why? Because they can't afford it.
Right.
Or some may be able to afford it, but they will
just
not
too much.
spend that amount of money on
On
themselves.
themselves.
But if a guy asks them out on a date, where do you want to go? You choose. It's your choice. Wherever you want to go, it's fine, because he wants to make a statement, right? When she gets to that restaurant, what's the first thing she does?
Looks at the menu? No. Takes a
If
picture.
it's one of the most expensive places in her city,
Takes a picture.
first thing she does is take pictures.
Yeah. That's
Post
gotta be on the
Post
gram.
on the gram.
On the gram, fam.
Story,
When
Snapchat,
when she takes her seat, this whole time this dude is there trying to talk to her, trying to get to know her. She's like this. You know those poses, right?
You do that kind of well.
Boom.
What? And
Boom,
she does that for 5-10 minutes. This dude is just there waiting to talk. She's doing all that shit. When that is done, waiter comes up. Can I start you guys off with drinks or whatever? She checks the drink menu. She gets the most expensive shit.
Oh yeah, she want that bottle of Cristal.
When that drink comes, what does she do? She takes her
Oh,
phone
you gotta
out.
Snapchat it first.
She gotta
You
snap that shit. She
Instagram
got the
it
drink
first.
in her hand, showing what she's drinking. Still
I'm
still
sorry,
hasn't
Ace of
had
Spades,
a,
not Cristal.
still
They don't drink that
hasn't
no
had
more.
a conversation with this guy
Right.
yet.
Don't know him at all yet.
Between that and he's trying to say something, she already posted the picture. Now she's writing the
And she looked like
no.
she by herself too.
yeah. Now she's writing her caption.
We
On
can't be
a
fine.
date,
Already
kind
checking
of
her likes and her
on a date, kind of nervous.
on
can't do
her
that, so?
checking her comments and shit.
The likes.
The waiter comes back.
How you gonna be by yourself?
The waiter comes back, takes the meal order. Food comes. What's the first thing she does?
Snap.
You gotta get
Graham.
a clear picture of the food though. Like that you gotta do. You gotta get a picture of the food. I mean, come
You don't
on.
have to.
I mean, you don't have to, but
You don't
like
have to.
Wasted at
all
least
that, all that other
45
stuff.
minutes
Sure.
already.
Doing her own
Doing her
Instagram
own
and
thing,
Snap.
not
Yeah.
giving
Yeah.
this guy an ounce of time.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is. I've seen it.
Oh, y'all looking at
Oh,
me.
me too.
Okay, so
I've been on dates where girls have done that, and you want to know something crazy?
you got up and left? No, you didn't.
Shout out to my moms. Shout out to my moms, and then feel me? Nah,
You
out.
got up and left?
Listen to me. If you're more into that, then you can make that get you home. You go ahead and call yourself
Even
an
if you
Uber
picked
on.
them up?
I pick up.
You
Hey,
don't pick up women on dates?
of course. But
Okay,
if I
so-
did all of that, she going home by her. She got an Uber. She got Uber money. She got it. I'm out of there. See ya.
And I'm
Hey, I ain't never-
gonna say
Y'all
this.
got left too?
And I'm gonna say this. I probably would have. And I'm gonna say this
Me look like
to
take
all
man
the
for food.
females who are like that. Make sure, as I would hear my my aunts tell my cousins, which are females by the way, make sure you have your get Bex money. And for the Americans who are gonna be listening,
Make sure,
make sure
you have.
wherever you're going,
You have enough
you have
money
enough
to
money
get you
to
back
take care
home
of whatever
and
you
take care of
ordered,
you. Mm-hmm.
and also to
Get
get a
home.
ride home.
That's right. Uber, Lyft.
Because
Taxi.
I don't see how you're gonna get up and want to go to the most expensive restaurant,
And you can't pay for it.
and you can at least pay for your meal. And mind you, if this is already your partner, it's a given.
Yeah.
Because it's your partner.
Right.
But if it's this a person that you just met, I don't see how you're so trusting
You
in
wanna
the
know something?
beginning
Hear me out.
phases.
So this is what I think,
I
right?
was about to put the fellas on right after this.
So
got you.
I think, to your original point, you know,
Mm-hmm.
it's mainly these single women that have these high standards, whatever, compared to women in relationships. I think, and I could be wrong, but I think the way that social media and society puts this, what's the word I'm looking for? This idea onto women that, you know, like you said earlier a little bit, when you're single, you work on yourself, you know, you learn your likes, your dislikes, whatever the case may be. So when the next man comes around, you know what you want, what you don't want. So they use that, they use social media, they use friends, whatever the case may be, to put their standards up here like, oh, okay, I've been single for a while now. I know what I want, what I don't want. So if this man doesn't, you know, come at this level, that's it. So, you know, he has to take me out to dinner to the most expensive restaurant. He has to drive this. He has to have that job. So they have this standard compared to the women in relationships because, one, they understand that everything that glitters isn't gold.
And they know what they
Two,
settled for.
They know what they settle for. Three, they know that you can't have this fairy tale relationship and ending and storyline, whatever the case may be. They know it's hard work. They know you're not going to get you could, but you can't get the 6-figure man that only dressed in suits, mansion on the hill, whatever the case may be. They know it's...
How many percentage of the population are 6-figure men? That's another thing. Every female wants a
with inflation
6-figure
right
man.
now?
But how many 6-figure men are out there for all these women?
Slim to
And
none.
then when they get this 6-figure man, they're mind you, the 6-figure man is the man that's in demand right now. Right?
Mm-hmm.
But when they get this 6-figure man, they're expecting this 6-figure man is gonna settle for a standard female.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Not even just settle. Let me say settle for one
yes,
standard
female.
Mm-hmm.
When he can have, I don't know,
20 standard females.
because on a regular,
that's all you're looking for. Like
Right.
all these females are looking for the 6-figure man.
because 6-figure man is gonna go to the bar, and when he goes to the bar or the club, and he has a section, there goes all of these ladies that are gonna be lined up. But you know what? We're not gonna get into that
Yeah,
because
that's
that's a whole
But
different
yes, to
conversation.
answer your question, I think it goes to society and social media that these single women believe, oh, well, I've worked on myself. I've been through these, you know, terrible relationships. I know what I want now. So this man has to come up here and that's it.
Yeah, well,
That's
yeah.
what I think.
Yeah, high value. Hey, In the words of Kevin Samuels,
The OG.
the OG said, high valued man. Make sure you have what it takes to
Not gonna
get
lie.
a high value man.
That lady that said she had 7 kids, I wouldn't want to see what Kevin Samuels would have
Said
did with
about her,
bro.
that's a fact, yo.
Somebody hit his line.
Real talk.
Quick.
But hey, I tell
No?
what'd you say just now?
Nothing.
Somebody hit
Hit his
Kevin
li-
Samuels.
You
line.
know
I'm like,
what?
the
Call
fuck?
1-800-GOD right now.
Yo.
Either way, let me put the fellas on real quick. All right, you know what I mean? So obviously we had a lot of great topics tonight, and clearly everybody got to get it together. But if you don't really have all that money and you rich and all of that good stuff, right? And you want to take a woman out on a nice date, bang for your buck. If in your city you have a place called Buco de Beppo, right? You like Italian food? Go to Buco de Beppo, all right? I'm only gonna put you on because they give you portions for like 3-4 people, and 2 of y'all can eat the same thing with no problem, easy. Just putting you on it, real something, okay, ladies? And don't be too bougie. 'Cause remember now, if you eat a lobster or you eat some shrimp or you eat some chicken, all of it is gonna fill your belly. You're still gonna get food, and you're still gonna get. It don't make a difference. And also, like go on some little cool dates. Go get tacos on a Tuesday at your local taco shop or the food truck or something that's close to your city. Yeah, shoot, that's just have fun. And also, ladies, take the guys out too. Y'all being mad cheap. You never know. That man could be rich and he ain't gonna let you know because all you want is his money. Offer to take him out first and see how that works. All right. And if he let you pay, then cool. But if he don't let you pay, then you up against him. You got something.
And you're saying you said something too about the female bringing out the guy. Whatever.
Yeah, love that.
Like that's
me
another
out.
thing too. These single females, they're not doing that.
Nah.
The
Who
females
not?
who are doing that are the females who are in relationships.
Who
Those
not?
are the females who are doing that.
I would,
Because like
and
this,
will.
This
However-
let this be the last one for the night, right? So
Oh, you're not gonna let me finish?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead. My bad.
But right.
Huh? Oh, because none of y'all females like taking me out. Take me out to dinner, baby.
You deal with the wrong people. So anyway, I would, right?
Mhm.
But then it's always like, in my cases, I feel like the man is always indecisive, or it's always like, when I do that, they're either indecisive and they're like, oh, okay, cool. So we go back and forth like, fuck it, whatever. So if I plan something, hold on. If I plan something, right? If I plan something, then,
Wow.
shh. You made me lose my train of thought. Hold on. Shh. Because you're doing theatrics over here. Oh my goodness.
They're indecisive.
No, that was the first part. Oh my god.
Nah, real talk. What are they indecisive on where they want to go?
Hold on,
I just want to ask that question.
Now you
No,
don't
no.
stress
I'm
me
gonna let you
out.
think about
Now
it.
you done
Is
stress me
it
out.
indecisive on where they want to go?
So I'd be like, yo, let's go like bowling. Well, no, I don't really want to do that. All right, cool, fuck it. Let's go do pool. No, I'm not really in the mood for that. Okay, cool, fuck it. Let's go watch a movie. And no, there's nothing I really want to go. I'm planning it, but then there's always something
as a woman, right? I feel like this woman,
What was I about to say?
she's projecting because most women never know what they actually want to do. That's why
not
men.
that's
That's
me.
why men.
That's
oh,
me
that's why
speaking
men
on my
always have.
own experience.
Am I lying? Do women ever know what they want to do?
Yes.
So we always have to pick for them,
Not all
correct?
the time.
No.
Nah, most of the
Most
time,
of the
they
time
don't.
They don't.
Exactly. So you're not. What are you saying?
Even
Dang,
the
it was a
choice
good
of
one,
food,
too.
like
Yeah, the food
what
is
do you wanna
crazy. Yo,
eat?
food is crazy. What do you want
I
to
don't know.
eat? He's got to pick the place. You
And
know
then,
what it is?
And then when you go ahead and say, okay, let's go here.
I don't want that. Oh man.
Dang, y'all stressed me out.
But
Stop your theatrics. What was I about to? I'm gonna save it for the next video because
When you try to take a guy out and he's indecisive, that's where we.
that
got
was the
stuck
first
at.
part, and then there was a second part. There
my
was
next-
2 parts.
Yeah, my next
Yeah.
question, being that you forgot what you were saying,
Damn.
my next question is,
And the women are always forgetful. They don't never.
My next question is, if
Don't piss me off on this podcast.
so if a female plans the date, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who should pay?
The female. What you saying?
I'm just.
You know, I'm gonna start planning dates from
No,
now
'cause-
on, and I want the
'cause
woman to pay.
I know why I asked. Because you got a lot of. You have. Well, I'm not gonna say a lot, but you have females
She
who
better get that bread.
who will hit your line by text or call or whatever, and I'm like, and be like, let's go to such and such. You know what I mean? And then when you get there, she's looking at you.
If I call you and I'm like, yo, you busy? What you doing? You want to go da-da-da-da? Or, yo, like,
because if you call
busy,
me up
right?
or text
Like,
me
I
and say,
wanna
let's
take
go
you
here,
somewhere.
I'm expecting you're taking me out.
Oh,
that's
facts.
how it should be. And
Facts.
I'm the one who usually pays when I say that. So what's the...
Because I know if I call up a female and say, hey, let's go here, let's go see a movie or whatever, I'm not expecting you to go in your pocket. Because
Damn, I ain't gonna hold you.
Because I'm not gonna invite somebody out if I ain't got no bread.
No joke. I'm about to flip the script.
What was I about to say before?
Yo, I'm about to just start inviting females to do stuff.
And just not pay.
Yo, I ain't gonna hold you. I forgot my wallet. Yo, that's crazy. Yo, but listen, if you got it this time, I got you next time.
And the next time, the same thing gonna
And then the
happen.
next time,
I think there are guys.
Nah, there is, but
There
I'm about to
is.
be one of them.
But a lot of
That's a fact.
Females be doing a lot of that, bro. Like
There
are females out here who be just going on dates just to get their belly full.
You want to know something? Let's talk about that real quick. You know, we know this one lady, right? And she goes out with her mom all the time. And then when she goes out with her mom, her mom likes to drink. Her mom likes to drink the Heineken.
Yeah, I know.
You get what I'm saying? So no matter what, wherever she goes, she gonna get a drink for her.
She don't even know her man's mom's name.
Her man's mom's name.
Head,
yeah.
It's flew over your head, bro.
That's mad funny. That's so funny. Yo, but real talk, shorty go out and she get drinks for her, she get food for her, and she get her mom's Heinekens. Because her mama loves some Heineken.
For sure.
And her mama food.
For sure.
And one thing her mama gonna do, she gonna come order a second one.
And a third.
And say he paying for it. And he has no idea. And then he come to the bar. And
Boy,
bro,
your
and,
bill is about $45.
yeah, bro. And bro be tight because he know he can't walk out the spot without paying that bill.
You got $45 in
What's
jail.
up? Yeah, we need that. Cash App, Apple Pay, Zelle, Venmo. You know what I'm saying? We take all that. Nah, but really and truly.
Can I ask a question?
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
See, this is things that women be doing all the time, right? When everything be done, they be like, oh.
So, back to the women
ask a
dating
question?
and taking initiative. Cool. So, do y'all expect a woman to take y'all out first if y'all first meet?
I do.
Because here's the thing.
Yes,
There's some
I do.
women.
Okay, go ahead.
There's some women, and I may or may not be guilty of this a little bit, where I don't mind taking a man out. I don't mind paying for a whole trip. I don't mind paying for a whole dinner date. I don't mind paying for a whole day of excursions, right? But I feel like you have to be worth it. Like, I have to feel like there's something that I know, and it's going to sound wrong too, because I don't do things to get it back in return. If I genuinely like you, I'm going to take you out to dinner. I'm going to go ahead. Oh, let's go to the bar. I want to get a quick drink. You want to drink with me? Like, I'll do it because I want to, and I feel like you would enjoy it, and I'm going to do it. But when it comes to like dating, sometimes I may or may not feel like I'm not going to do the most for you if I feel like you're not going to do the most for me.
Well,
so with that being said, is it just an initial thing that y'all require a woman to take y'all out, or is it more of like I want to see what she's about. Let me see if this is something that,
I can answer that for you. One, I'm going to tell you something about yourself that we've already realized, okay? You're one of us. You're a guy. So that's fine. Okay? You move like how we move, all right? So we get that. So that's why you because we could tell, the similarities of how you want things to be and whatnot. We get that, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But from a female standpoint, obviously.
Sure.
She's not a man. Whatever.
They're not women, I don't think.
Cool. But for me, I require women to take me out first initially when I meet them because, one, I want to see what they're about. Also, I want to see if I'm dealing with a mean woman. If I'm dealing with a woman that, and again, I'm also not very picky on where I want to go. Like, we can go on a date anywhere. Let me see how creative you are. Okay? Because if you take me out, like I said, if I allow you to pay, that's one thing. But if I don't, once we get there, I want to see you actually pull your money out your card or whatever. I want the bill to come and you be like, you don't even look at it. You just stick your card in. I'm like, oh, that's gangster. then I know for a fact that I can deal with you on a level where, okay, we might be doing some extra fly and you're going to appreciate it because you're going to go to those, extra steps and those lengths to make sure you want to do something fire for me that I'm going to appreciate as well.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I require it. So if you can't afford to take me out, and I'm cheap to date.
You a cheap?
That is, yeah, I'm cheap. I'm cheap to date. I'm a cheapskate to date. Okay, you could take me to Chipotle for the first time. We get lunch and walk and go sit outside or whatever and get ice cream across the street or whatever it is. Fire. Because again, we just need something to eat and we need something to conversate over. That's it. I'm a big wine drinker. Take me to a wine bar and make sure you pick. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Make sure you pick a good one that has, the charcuterie board.
You know how to. Oh shoot! You know how to talk.
Yeah, charcuterie. Charcuterie.
Like for me, still, it's not an expectation, but
I expect that.
It would be great if she would want to pay on the first, because like if I see her go for her bag to pay, I'm not
gonna let her. Yeah. Let her.
Yeah, I'm not stopping.
And if you feel like stopping her,
then
you just do it.
Yeah,
I've been on dates before, first time dates, right? You know what I'm saying?
The thing too, why I might stop her is also she kind of shows me some form of character. She kind of showing me what kind of person
she is. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like, oh wow.
Yeah, yeah. Listen, I've been on dates before where I require a woman to take me out, but I went to the bathroom and then told the waiter and gave him my card, and everything is paid for it already. So when we sitting there and she pulls her card out or her cash or whatnot, he's gonna come and tell you everything is taken care of already. Who knows who? I'm gonna be like,
oh my God, you paid in advance?
Girl, you done did so. Who you know in here? You know the chef? We like that. You know what I'm saying? And that's just, those are just like the type of things that people just need to start doing. Just have fun.
Yeah.
I don't understand why people just can't have fun anymore.
Like the way I grew up around women that would say, for instance, if they got money from their man or whatnot, they would always be setting something aside where they would still
do something
able
for him
to buy him a shirt or pants or a pair of sneakers or whatever. You know what I mean? Like nowadays, females ain't doing that, bro.
I think it's important.
It's like
I think it's important in a
start
relationship
a whole nother conversation.
But we'll save that for next time.
It's your birthday. You know what you're getting. It's Valentine's Day. You already know what you're getting.
We had this guy. We did. There's an episode on this. There's an episode. We did one. Yeah.
And also,
wash it off and bring it come.
Also, too, why like I've seen even a lot of guys be talking about this, where why is that female body part such a prize though? But
pussy runs the world.
This is where we're gonna leave it off. I want to hear it in the comments. I'm not gonna talk about it right now. We're gonna talk about this another time. But I want to know, why do females do it where they think it's that thing is on a pedestal, and then you have guys who be I don't even want to say it that way, but who be letting these females feel like, this is like, what's so special about it?
It's a dog.
Men do just about.
Answer, we'll leave it for next time. But anyways, guys, it was a great episode. You know what I mean? Glad to be back. Hopefully,
Cheers.
We're back for good. Well, no, I'm not gonna say hopefully. We're back for good, because you see the setup. You know what I mean? A lot of money was spent into putting this all together. So
we drinking bamboo now.
Make that shit back. So you already know. We're here.
Rick Ross, reach out. You know what to do.
Like, share, subscribe.
Yeah.
Make sure you know what time it is.
Follow us on Instagram. The Instagrams is right around here.
The Grams is
But big up on yourself, people. All of my Jamaicans, all of my Americans. All of the ladies, them. Got them to deal with here. Big up on yourself.